Hello and welcome to part two. The video cut off there, so that's why I had to make a part two to this video. The rest should go really quick. I'm just going to explain how I use it and how the scores kind of come up on the chart. So I'm going to go into my actual reading logs that I get in my class, and if I open up this file here, the Doctopus script, you can see this is where your first name, if I go back to your sample class roster here, this is where the first name, last name, and the email address were originally. It adds, excuse me, it adds 4 columns to your spreadsheet. So it adds 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll add 4 columns up here along the top, and those columns are the link, which is the link to each student's individual reading log, and then it adds the last edited time, so it shows when the students were last in there. It shows the grade, so it's whatever you write for feedback or your grade, and then it has written feedback in there as well. Typically what I do is how I grade the students' reading logs is I click into their reading log, and it shows me a spreadsheet of their reading log and their responses to their reading log. So if I go back to my drive here and I look in my class reading log, whoever's log you click on, you'll see these timestamps, you'll see the username, you'll have these questions in there, and basically this is where their response will go. This is pages, how many minutes they've read, and all the good stuff that you want them to keep. So it'll record this information in their Google account and in their excuse me again, and in their spreadsheet. So that's kind of where all the information goes when they fill out their form. What I do is at the end of each week, like on Sunday night or something, I go through here and I just give them a point for each log that they do, and I give them a little bit of written feedback as well. So I go through and I give them their points, and then I go into the Doctopus toolbar again, and you can actually email their grades and feedback to them, so they get them. And a lot of, like, I've actually had students say, hey, Mr. McCullough, I did 4 logs last week. I think you made a mistake. And I went back and I checked, and sure enough, they had done 4 logs. So it's kind of nice to just email them their grades and feedback, and go from there. So to end the video, it's important. It's important to know. I lost my train of thought. It's important to know when you end or when you're done with your logs. This is where I'm going. When you're done with your log for the week, let's say I put their grades in here for their reading logs for the week, and I gave them their written feedback. The next week when I come back in, I can just highlight and delete the information that was in these 2 columns here, and I can resubmit the information and then re-email the grades, which is kind of nice. So that's one thing I really like about it. Also, there's one more video that shows the kids how to access their reading logs for the first time. That's on my class website, and it's also in the document that I shared at the in-service with you the other day. It's called, let me look and see what it's called really fast. It's called, it's on it's on the resources one that I shared with people. And if you don't remember or if I didn't share it with you, you can actually just, well, you probably don't want to type that whole link in there. Just email me and I'll send you the link, or I'll show you on the document. If you go down to the bottom, it's this link down here. It's how to access reading log. It's a really good video to show your students or have them access it or look at it when they're at home. It'll show them how to access their log, how to bookmark the actual form, so that instead of going into their form like this, they can bookmark it so they can go right to their live form. So when they want to fill out their form, they can use one of these buttons up at the top, and it basically links right to this log. So that's the video on how you make a reading log. If you have any questions, if anything was confusing, just email me and I will be more than willing to help. I just figured this was a lot easier to do it this way rather than reply with an email. It'd probably take twice as long. So hopefully you're not intimidated by the length of the videos. It really goes a lot faster once you know what you're doing. So hope you enjoyed, and until the next time.